Guys, welcome back to Three Bold Takes, and it's time to do some more predictions, this time for week 6. But before we get into that, we wanted to remind you we are now sponsored by SeatGeek. Guys, we love using SeatGeek. It gives you the best prices on your tickets for any event you go to, whether that's sports, music, I don't know, maybe you're going to some kind of ballet recital. SeatGeek's got the tickets for you. Guys, use our code 3BoldTakes at sign up to get $20 off your first purchase of any ticket within the app. Guys, that's SeatGeek and our code 3BoldTakes. Now let's get into what I think was originally going to be a very boring game that we wouldn't have talked about. But now there is a chance for the Florida Gators to get themselves their third win of the season, which I believe would move them to a winning record going in.
Yep. Too.
So they got the Golden Knights of UCF coming into the swamp. You know, we watched the bounce house completely implode to Colorado over the weekend. Florida coming off of a bye week. Guys, I'm going to lead it off. I'm picking the Florida Gators to beat the UCF Knights. I know it's a big deal. It's a huge deal.
Where's my piece of paper? I need to write this down. I need to write this down.
Quinn, the Florida hater, I was fully going to get on here and tell you that Florida was going to lose to another school inside of Florida, fall to 0-2 against Florida P4 schools. I was super high on UCF. Then I watched them get drugged by Colorado. And look, I think part of that is Colorado's better than people give them credit. I think, we were talking, they might make a bowl game. I'm pretty confident they're a bowl team now. So now the question is, are they a 6-win, 7-win, 8-win bowl team out in Boulder? Irregardless, you shouldn't be getting beat 48-21 at home by Colorado. That was embarrassing. And maybe it's because they were looking ahead to Florida, but I don't think that's the case. I just think they got outplayed by the Buffaloes in their own stadium. And I know that Florida, look, there's so much heat on that program right now. There's no way that they're not finding some way to respond to it, especially if they like Billy. If they like Billy Napier down there, the players themselves, this is a team that could turn around quick because the heat is on Billy Napier, like full blast. All right, we're talking about like the frog boiling the pot thing. We're at almost death. We're at like 9 out of 10 notches on the heat over there in Florida for Billy Napier. This could be big. I look, I like the Gators. They're coming off a bye week. I think they're a more talented roster. They're going to have home field advantage. Now, how much of an advantage is the swamp really? We could talk about that all the live long day. I'm a swamp hater. I'll always be a swamp hater. But I do like the Gators to get it done over UCF and go on to a winning record into their next SEC game.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and run with this one. You've had a little bit of controversy to start if you're a Gators fan and a Gators player in general. You had Graham Mertz, DJ Lagway kind of not butt heads, but you had them where there's a heated quarterback battle. Personally, I liked Lagway, but then you play Mississippi State at Mississippi State, mind you, not at home. And Graham Mertz has a near perfect game for him. Over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he looked like the guy, and it looks like it's solidified that it is going to be Graham Mertz. Personally, still hate the decision. I think Graham Mertz I think you need to invest a little bit more in Lagway, but that looks like the way that they're going to go. We'll leave it at that. And then UCF, you got KJ Jefferson. There's a reason Arkansas kind of booted KJ Jefferson to the side, and he got picked up by UCF. KJ Jefferson, he's still solid. He's a good quarterback. And I think he works in the let's not forget, it's Gus Malzahn. So I think he works in the system that Gus Malzahn wants. But you're at Florida. You're playing in the toughest place to play in the nation, in the swamp. UCF is coming in, and this is a little brother in Florida, right? This used to be a group of 5 team, 3 years ago, 2 years ago? I got Florida in this game as well. I think they're going to hold true at home. I think it's going to be a nasty win. I think it's going to be like a 21-17. It's going to come down to UCF having the ball. But I think there's not many gems to this Florida team. Let's not get it twisted. But I think the one is that their defense is a little more solid than we think. I think they had a couple rough ups earlier on in the year with Miami. And they played well against Texas A&M. They just couldn't come through with it in the end for their offense. I think Florida gets this one and they show a little bit more grit in this home win. I have them going to 3-2 as well for the next SEC game. Freddie?
Yeah, Quinn, I'm right along with you coming into this game. I was kind of in my own head saying there's no way Florida wins this game because I was high on UCF in the Big 12 preseason. I thought they could be a dark horse to make a run in the conference, and especially with other teams beating up on each other, I thought this is a great opportunity for them to kind of sneak up. Maybe have one conference loss, which they do. Again, that was to Colorado, but the problem is they did just get annihilated at home. KJ Jefferson, I was super excited to watch him play under Gus Malzahn at UCF, but he's just been nothing but disappointment, really, since he's gotten there. If you look at the line on this game, Florida's a 1-point favorite. ESPN matchup predictor has Florida with a 51% chance to win. I mean, this game is as right down the middle as possible. So typically on games like this, I go with the home team. So I'm siding with Florida in this game to get it done. And unfortunately, I think this may help Billy Napier's case to stay on. Because this may be a false win per se. But give me the Florida Gators to win this game at home against the UCF Knights.
So, real quick, you think this is going to be enough to help Billy Napier stay on, even though they're probably going to drop like 5 or 6 games down
No,
the
no, 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 no,
stretch?
no, no, no. I think this is
Okay.
going to. It's if you had like an 85% chance of firing him if he wins this game, it goes down to 80.
Okay.
So, like,
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
gives him some credit, but not enough to keep his job.
That's totally fair. I think that is the case. It might open up a little bit of wiggle room. Maybe you get one big upset over like a Texas or a Georgia and it saves his job, but we'll see. That being said, guys, I think we're pretty much wrapped up here on UCF Florida. We got a clean sweep for the Gators. Big deal on this show because I never picked Florida to win anything ever. So sweep for the Gators over the Knights. We'll see how that goes Saturday. That being said, I've been Quinn, joined by Freddie Chase. Make sure you use that code 3BoldTakes with SeatGeek. Get $20 off your first purchase on sign up. And we're out of here.